When it comes to it, you kind of have to be like the NFL Combine. You show up and you show out, you give your best effort. You know, you got to put on a show, especially that first time. You got to leave that mark in their memory where now all they can think about is, damn, that boy was putting it down on me. Yo, what's going on YouTube? It's your boy Bolo, and I'm coming to you with another video for educational purposes only. And today we will be discussing a video that I came across. The mic drop moment by Myron Gaines, aka y'all favorite, y'all hero for whatever reason. Now in this video I seen, he does say a lot of things that are, I would say, correct, but not really thought-provoking or insightful. It's pretty obvious. Guys want a girl with a low body count. Whoop-de-doo. You know what I'm saying? Water is wet, guys. But he does say something else. Obviously, it gets a roaring round of applause by the crowd. You know, they're nerds just like him, unfortunately. No, I'm kidding, but most are nerds, or they're not thinking because they're just wrapped up in the moment. But he says some things here that sound good because he is a charismatic guy. He's a very good speaker. I'll give him that. But what he says isn't totally true, and I'm going to go through it.
Now, with a show of hands, ladies, right? Okay. So it seems to me from all of your different answers, let's go ahead and peg it around 20, right? Would it be fair to say 20 to 25 here?
So everybody? This is about how many bodies a woman have and why men need to have more bodies. And I'll show you why that logic is faulty.
Answers, if I'm going to go ahead and average it out. So let's say it's around 20 to 25. Let me ask you this. For a relationship to last, who has to be more sexually experienced in the relationship, the man or the woman?
Man.
Okay, raise the hands if you think the man needs to be more sexually experienced for the relationship to work. Raise the hands nice and high, nice and high. I want to see what the thing is. Okay, so that's the majority. Now, just out of curiosity, who thinks the woman needs to be more sexually experienced for the relationship to work? Raise the hands. Nobody? That's why you need to fuck 50 bitches.
Yes, that's the mic drop moment. As you can hear the resounding, round of applause. And I'll tell you why he's wrong. One, this is classic nerd shit. Numbers, all numbers. Women have 25 bodies, so you therefore, to have more experience, must have 50 in order to please her. First off, nothing in life works like that. There's people that just get on a basketball court and can ball. They're just good, naturally, just gifted. Then there's other people that can practice day and night and will fucking suck or will be okay at best. Then there's some people that are somewhat talented and can get good enough, but they need a lot more practice. There's context. Doing something more doesn't make you better at it all the time, or there's like a cap to it. Anyone that gets like any kind of ass, I'm talking about like you getting some pussy. I'm not saying you slaying everything left and right, but let's be honest. You can have 4 or 5 different girls that you done fucked 100 times together and have just as much as experience, if not better experience, than a dude that fucked 50 bitches coming home from the club, giving her that drunk dick. You know what I'm saying? Where you kind of don't remember shit. You kind of sloshed, your motor skills is off. Okay. Second of all, I've never had a girl ask me how many people I've been with. So this whole you need to fuck 50 and the women are going with it just because it's kind of like a group thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I would like more. No, you want a guy that's good in bed. You don't need a guy necessarily that has more experience than you. You can have a dude that's been with 10 girls and slay that shit. Or you can have a dude that had 50 girls drunk home from the club, giving her some limp dick. He's got more experience, I guess, as far as, sheer body count, but that doesn't make him good in bed. When it comes to it, you kind of have to be like the NFL Combine. You show up and you show out, you give your best effort. You got to put on a show, especially that first time. You got to leave that mark in their memory where now all they can think about is, damn, that boy was putting it down on me. Okay, that's nerd shit. This whole, you need to fuck 50 bitches, da-da-da-da-da. Quality versus quantity, guys. Just banging a bitch don't mean nothing. You could have, you know what I'm saying, like, gave it like 3 minutes, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's your 20th try. You was drunk, whatever. You might have had a bad showing. That doesn't add to your experience. I don't know anyone. You could get in the comments if you have, but by your 30th girl, for the guys that had 50, 60, Did you get that much better by your 30th or 40th one? I doubt it. I doubt it. I highly doubt it. You know what I'm saying? So like some of the things, it sounds good to someone that's like not really listening. But to me, I was just like, that's bullshit, bro. I don't have anywhere near 50, but there ain't a girl that'll that'll put dirt on my name. I can tell you that right now. Not only that, this dude was actually emailing another fucking cornball, John Anthony, to learn how to get pussy. And you gonna take advice from this guy? Come on, man. Come on, man.
Wow. People think
That
I'm
was
just
easy.
over here. People think I'm just over here being a dickhead or being a misogynist, whatever.
No, you're just trying to use numbers exclusively to build a case. Having 30, 40, 50 different girls, you're not going to be that much better than if you have 15. Okay? I would say I'm probably around 15, something like that, 15, 20. But honestly, for most of my life, I never really made it a huge priority. I was never out in the clubs chasing girls, things like that. I might go on the dating site, go on Tinder, bloop, bloop, bloop. I've caught a couple bodies easy like that. And all them girls was like, when am I gonna see you again? Huh? I ain't have 50 bodies by that time. And not only that, that kind of defeats his own purpose, because if all these girls got 25 dudes, you telling me all those guys that she banged had more, you know, like they had more partners than she did at that moment? But then you also want to tell us that guys don't get laid like that? Like, it don't even make sense. The numbers don't add up. You don't have to have more experience. You just got to lay it down when the time shows up. That's all.
By their own answers, the average girl has a high body count. By their own accord, the man needs to be more sexually experienced. So it is what it is.
But
I'm telling you guys to acclimate to the current sexual marketplace.
He says to acclimate. See, that's another thing I kind of got a problem with. I'm not saying he's 100% wrong, but he is part of the problem, because he's saying that guys always need to be the leaders. We need to right the ship. Well, he doesn't even say that, really. I'm the one that says that. But those are kind of his sentiments, that men are meant to lead. But he's saying that you have to acclimate to the sexual marketplace, which is basically you have to follow their lead. That's what he's saying. He's saying, well, women want all these things, so you need to do that. But meanwhile, we'll say that women need to be led by men. Well, you can't have it both ways, dude. That's a side note. But yeah, when it comes to his logic of you need to have this many women because they want this much experience, no, they want to come just like you want to come. That's it. Once you learn how to make that happen, you just do it. You don't need, if it takes you 50 fucking women to learn how to girl come, bro, you're retarded, probably, most likely. You shouldn't need more than, if you're like having, say, each girl is just one time, you shouldn't need more than like 7 or 8, bro. Honestly.
Right, but we care
Can
about
I just
men
finish my
being
sentence real
better.
fast?
We're wrapping up.
You need to acclimate to the current sexual marketplace, guys.
By the way, if that wasn't a drop the mic moment, I don't know what was.
I mean, it is to you guys, because you were all squares and cornballs growing up. Y'all never got no kind of play growing up. So this shit sounds good to you. You know what I'm saying? But anyone that's got a little charm and a little swag, if you got the juice, it ain't nothing to get a girl. It ain't nothing. Like, I reject girls, bro. Like, seriously. But yeah, let me know what your thoughts on the comments below. I'm out.